My name's Noel, I'm a psychotherapist. Welcome to this short blog on forgiveness. Let's talk about the opposite of that, not forgiving. There's a quote often sort of ascribed to a guy called Buddha. You may have heard of him saying sort of anger or unforgiveness is like giving yourself a poison. Not forgiving is giving yourself a poison and expecting somebody else to die from it. Just going to let that sink in for a minute. Have a think about that one. Makes sense, right? Because when you don't forgive, you just produce a lot of essentially stress hormones in your body. I guess sort of a few thousand years ago, this guy didn't really understand about the stress hormones as such in the way that we do. But essentially that's what it does. When you think about the person you are unforgiving towards, you get really upset about it. It only hurts you, literally, quite literally, on a physiological level. It also produces a lot of damage in terms of the sort of way you relate to people and the way people might relate to you. And it may be that with the person you don't want to forgive, that's okay. But think about everybody else around them and you and the whole subject and how it has an impact on people. It also, I think, if you practice unforgiveness, it becomes a habit that you might step into when maybe there isn't that much justification for it. Often not forgiving has some genuine justifications, and justified resentments or justified anger are often the most difficult to get rid of. So what's the opposite like? Forgiveness. Well, the thing it does is it does give us perspective and allows us to look at things differently, maybe even from that other person's eyes. It's never a bad thing to do that. Forgiveness isn't the same as saying what this person did, what happened was right. It can still be wrong, but being able to detach and look at things in a different way, or be creative in your thinking and experience of something can only benefit you. Across the board in everything you do, being able to sort of look at things from different angles and be creative in your thinking is actually just a really core and important life skill. The other thing is that sort of learning to forgive the unforgivable, if you like, does teach us humility, that even in those situations there may be a little bit wrong on our part, whatever that wrong is, or there may be something we do wrong in other situations where we get maybe on our high horse about something. So learning a bit of humility that we can sort of get things wrong ourselves, and people can get things wrong, and the other person that we don't want to forgive can get things wrong. That sense of humility can be sort of a really, really crucial thing to develop in life. The thing is that might emerge is also an understanding of the sort of a compassion or understanding or insight for the value of suffering, that it's something we need to learn from and then move on from, not stay in. And another thing that forgiveness does, and I think it's a crucial thing, sort of maybe the most important thing in one sense, is it smashes our perception of ourselves as a victim. Stepping into victim mentality and victim functioning is only ever going to be bad for you. I actually can't think of a situation where it's useful for you to do that. Let me think. So I've been doing this for 35 years and I haven't come across a situation yet. Okay, I'm open to the idea of practicing humility, that there might be a situation in the future I come across where I think being a victim is a good idea. But can't think of one at the moment from 35 years of experience. Okay, look, just a short video, as I said, sort of really a message, an encouragement to practice forgiveness, because the person who most benefits from forgiveness is the person who forgives. Fact. That's it. That's the beginning, middle and end of it. It's going to help you. If you're having problems with sort of old resentments or old anger, things that you can't let go of from the past, and you've tried other things, do give me a call. Maybe I can help you. My number's 07 506 319 745. That's 07 506 319 745. If you're calling from outside the UK, it's a +44 and drop the first 0. Or you can email me, info@noelmcdermott.net. That's That's info@noelmcdermott.net. Thanks for dropping by. Hope that was useful. Do let me know what you think at the end of the video. You can add some comments onto the YouTube video, or if you're watching this on the website itself. See you another time. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.